Welcome to One Sharp Sword, cutting through to what matters most. I'm your host, Dr. P, Dr. Wayne Pernell. I'm the Outfluencer and your powerful presence mentor. I am here today to ask you a simple question, and it is a hard one. We have work to do. We have work to do. No one wants to hear that. Very few people want to acknowledge that or admit that. And the truth is that we need to be paying attention on multiple levels. There are things about our lives and personal freedom and choosing a bigger life that we need to be looking at and showing up into in order to become as powerful in the world as we can be. Because when we as individuals show up more powerfully, we lift the people around us. I tend to be annoyingly perky in the morning. I wake up perky, I'm ready to go. And it's just one of those things. I choose that. For me, that is a personal freedom. It is a personal choice. And yes, it's a personal choice. People don't often understand that, but that is the truth. You choose how you wake up. You choose what you bring to the world. You could probably see, if you're watching this on video, there's a cat's tail that is going back and forth across the screen behind me. So that's the cat. Say hello. All right. You may hear her. She has joined me for this episode. And this one is about personal freedom and a bigger life, a bigger life. So where do we start? Where do we start when we're working on gaining more personal freedom? And this is where I say we have work to do on multiple levels, because there are circumstances and situations that are beyond our immediate control. And there are circumstances and situations that happen to us, and they happen and they feel like they're beyond our control. And they certainly can be. The thing we have control over is what? We have control over the way we respond. We have control over the way we respond to any circumstance. And so the first place that we need to be showing up, the first place that we need to be focused when we've got things going on, is we need to start with ourselves. And when I say start with ourselves, I'm talking about mindset. Because your mindset of, oh, this happened to me again, and then what you do with it is a thing. Most of the people, 100% of the people I work with, and that I engage with and that I talk to informally or formally, feel like they're bigger than the life they're leading. I ache to be bigger. I know I am so much more capable of doing anything that I'm doing now. Like I'm bigger than my current life. I could be doing something much greater. Most people feel that to a greater or lesser extent. You know it for yourself that what you do on a day-to-day basis, that's great. It might be amazing, and there's still more. Or it's not great. It's just XYZ. It's just this. It's just that. You're still contributing. The other side of that is also true. You are bigger than your current life. And that's the work. So I am bigger than my current life. That's the ache that we all feel. We almost all feel that way. So here's the hard question. Here's the truth question. What would happen if you decided that you were actually in charge of your life? That's why it's the hard truth. What would happen if you decided that you were actually in charge of your life? Do things happen to you? Absolutely. Are you feeling obligated, or like rules are being imposed on you? Or, I mean, there are all kinds of social oppressions out there. How are you doing with it? That's the big question. Like, what would happen if you decided that you were actually in charge of your life? I talk about being in charge of your calendar, right? It's like, who puts stuff there? Well, the boss does. Well, my clients do. Well, it's like, you put stuff on your calendar. You chose to work in the line of work that you work. You chose to um, have a certain type of clientele. You chose the job that you have that gives you the certain hours. So this brings it back to a really hard discussion, and that is there's the question: what would happen if you actually decided that you were in charge of your life? I teach a thing called the hermeneutic cycle. It is a hermeneutic loop, which basically comes from old kind of religious teachings, actually, and it's religion meets philosophy with the idea of, well, to know I must understand, and to understand I must know, and that is hermeneutics in a nutshell. And the idea behind it is, in order to really understand, you have to put yourself in the place of the thing. So what I do with this loop is I take it and expand it outwards, which is, in order to grow, in order to recognize your personal power, you get to acknowledge that you have choice. Your powerful presence depends on you knowing that you have choice. Your powerful presence is about you saying, I do have choice in certain areas. I could choose to feel done at the end of the day, or I could choose to feel like, okay, I have 2 more hours to interact with my family. I've had a full day at work. I am choosing to be present right now. I'm choosing that. Or I'm choosing 5 minutes so that I can refuel and then be present. Oh, there's a client call. Oh, no, right? Oh, yes, good. So what are you choosing to do with that? Oh, no, the report is due. Awesome. What are you choosing to do with that? So the point about a hermeneutic loop is that awareness of your choices actually leads you to greater choices and greater awareness. So awareness leads to choice, and choice leads to greater awareness, which leads to greater choice, which leads to greater awareness. When I was teaching martial arts and self-defense, I would teach is, it's not over till it's over. Obviously, the axiom that I would teach is, what's available to me now? What's available to me now? And now, and now, and now, recognizing that each now is another second in time, where maybe in taking a breath, you have a new awareness of something, which gives you another choice, which gives you more awareness, which gives you another choice. Anytime you are feeling down, there is something that is out there for you. It is available for you. What's available to me now is a great question. And if it feels like, well, there's nothing available, you're lying to yourself. The lie is, I have nothing. Because you have yourself, you have your creativity. And if you are sitting there in worry, then you have lots of imagination. So now it's time to flip that imagination around. And instead of go to worry, go to, well, what's available to me? And you do it with curiosity. The mindset shift that you need is in you. It is there for you. It is a matter of you stepping in and stepping up and choosing to recognize, I do have choice. I do have power. I am in control of my life. I am responsible for my life. And what would happen if you actually took charge of that? What's available to me now? And now, and now, and now. Those are the questions. So get clear about the direction you want to head. A lot of people aren't even clear. They just ache. They know they're bigger. They know there's something, and they're waiting for somebody to come along and rescue them. Take me up. It's like, take yourself. What do you want to be doing? If you don't like what you're doing, what do you want to be doing? And if you do like what you're doing, awesome. What do you want to be doing more of? How do you expand that? How do you cut out what you don't like? Remember that this is one sharp sword cutting through to what matters most. Your job is to cut through to what matters most. Give yourself that gift. Get clear about your outcomes. Where are you headed? How will you know? And the journey matters. Absolutely, yes. Because the journey is what creates the outcomes for you. So what are the milestones? Because there aren't really outcomes. I've made it. Ta-da. You're not going to just sit back and do nothing. So what are your outcomes? What are your milestones along your journey's path? And then what support might you need? Because yes, you can do this. Nobody does it alone. And if that support is a group of people, that's awesome. If it's your family, amazing. If it's people you've never met and you need support from, I'd invite you to check out One Sharp Sword. Obviously, you're here. I'd invite you to check out Stuck at the Top. That's my signature breakthrough retreat. It's small. There's 12 people or less in the group. And everybody's there doing the work. Step by step by step. It's amazing. And it starts with mindset. And it builds in accountability, which is what this piece is about. Personal freedom and a bigger life starts with your mindset. And it starts with accountability. It's both. Right? It's this integration. So inside of you, what's your mindset? What's your heart set? What's your accountability to yourself and to the people around you? And to your vision, more important, to your vision, the thing you desire the most. Get clear about those. Oh, I ache for more, but I'm stuck in this. Awesome. Get unstuck. And you do that by changing your mindset and doing one thing different every day. Looking for the support, getting the support you need. If you want to reach out to me and ask me questions, please, I'm here. Right? That's what this is about. Your choices expand when your awareness expands. And maybe you didn't even know you could reach out and ask me a question. Reach out and ask me a question. Reach out and look through some of my blog posts. Reach out and read some of my books. Reach out and join the Powerful Presence program online. Reach out and join me in my small group breakthrough retreat. Reach out and join me as a one-to-one VIP client. All of those are available, and there's more support along the way. A bigger life awaits you. But it's not just sitting in some basket waiting to be picked up. It's yours to live into by taking action, a little bit of action every single day. Action steps moving toward that bigger life. Step by step by step, you are stacking on top of stacking on top of stacking. And soon you'll look back and you go, yeah, I've been on the journey. But it starts now. It starts right now. This is One Sharp Sword cutting through to what matters most. I'm Dr. Wayne Pernell, Dr. P. I am the Outfluencer. I am your Powerful Presence mentor. I'm so glad you're here. I'll see you here next time. Please, please check out stuckathetop.com. See if it's right for you. I'll see you here next time. Thank you.